welcome to Persephone's Essence podcast. My name is Steph and I will be your guide throughout this session. I'm so excited to bring you into the very first episode of Beyond the Surface. This is an incredible session with the incredible Lexy Moore. We are uncovering topics and information, insight into her life, and so much more. Lexy is an incredible psychic medium, teacher, coach, mentor. She is honestly just incredible at what she does, and I highly recommend if you want to go down that avenue to communicate and connect with her. So in this episode, we will be diving into her life, spiritual insights, modalities, topics, and so much more. So get ready and fasten your seatbelts. Here we go.
Because I grew up on a farm for like a fair few years, like out like basically in the middle of nowhere of Serena, just like near
Yeah, cool.
Mackay, which is North Queensland. Well, I
Yeah,
should say
okay.
South Queensland.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember we had like a UFO like come down and like hover the lights and stuff. And me, I
Wow.
was like, take me.
Yeah.
Like I used to tell everybody, I was like, I'm from Saturn, and and I was
I
like, I'm
love
from
that.
Saturn. I was like, "Just stop saying like I'm from Saturn." She was like, stop it. I mean, mind you, I did also used to introduce myself as Belle, and Mum's like, no, her name's Lexi. I was like,
So
my
good.
name's Belle. But yeah, like having those really cool, like, um, yeah, just having those cool experiences. I had like,
Mm,
um, one of these beings that I like, um, I met, oh, this was like 4 years ago now, I think.
mm,
Anyway, I was sitting on my bed and then ended up going to this other planet thing. And I was like, oh, okay, what's this? And asking, and I was like, oh, it's called Alcyon, and these are Alcyon. And they're like all meeting, and they're like all like black and gold glitter, like almost like black and gold kind of skin and like
wow.
tribal and everything. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Anyway, I was like, am I just making this shit up? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because I like was asking other people years ago, and people like, no one's heard of like, what are you talking about? And I was like, okay. I'm like, well, okay, well, that's fine. I'm just gonna go over here. So, but I went and looked up, they gave me like the name of it, and I was like, what's GNZ 011? And so I typed into
Yeah.
Google and I was like, turns out it's actually like a planet. It's like the furthest planet
Wow.
away from Earth. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
that is so funny. And they're like, oh yeah, we're in a galaxy of Eagle, and like gave me all this info. And I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, this is great. And anyway, then I was like, I'd said stuff about them. Like I said, no one really knew what I was talking about. And so I was like,
Mm,
okay, well, I've got this guide now. And I was like, cool, I'll just go back to like doing what I'm doing. Like, you know. And then I had a
yeah.
client come to me to meet her guides. And she showed up at my door. This is when I was still doing work on the Sunshine Coast, like in face to face. And
Yeah.
she showed up at my thing. I looked at her and I was like, I'm like, okay, I was like, maintain your composure because there was an LSI guide like standing behind her. And I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, I was like so excited.
Oh my
And
God.
then she's done the session with me, and I was like, okay, what about this guy? And she's like, oh yeah, this guy, he's got that. And she's like, just perfect description of exactly what it looks like. And I was like, they're real.
Oh my God, that's so
I'm
awesome.
like, validation. Yeah, that's right. That's good. So
Yeah,
like
cool.
obviously I feel like we need to talk about Persephone first.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Awesome.
So like what I'm kind of interested to like hear your experience with Persephone. And
Yeah.
then like yeah,
Yeah,
because I feel like,
totally.
you're probably always like the host, right? You don't really get to like share a lot, but I'm like, I'm always
Yeah.
interested. I'm like, I want to know about your stuff now.
Yeah, totally. I totally get that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't even know. Like it was a few years ago. I just like I connected with Isis prior to that and was working with her. And then I felt
Yeah.
someone else coming in and I like didn't know who it was. And then like I just had this like I guess like intuitive hit of like to lean towards Persephone. And I
Mm,
connected with her one day and I was just like, holy shit, like,
yeah.
wow, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, like it's funny because like I work with both of them. So they're kind of like the yin and yang together. Like their
Yeah.
energies balance each other out. And like
Yeah.
I
Cool.
find Persephone just so like nurturing and like
Mm.
just like almost like motherly energy, but not motherly energy, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. 100%. It's like
Yeah.
I love that. And I love that it's like, especially that you work with Isis, because I connected a lot with Isis when I was in Egypt.
Yeah, cool.
Um, but yeah, it's Persephone for me was like a bit similar. So funny story. I don't know if I've told you this in
Yeah.
messages, but
Yeah.
so I have anaphylaxis with pomegranate.
Really?
Like, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, literally. So
Oh
I
my
used to
God.
joke that I'm like, oh, I'm just Persephone, like being funny.
That's so funny.
But like when I had a regression, because obviously it's just goddess energy, it's just like an aspect. But
Yeah.
I yeah, in one of my regressions, I was like walking along and touching plants and they were blooming and that, and I had this like stag kind of working along it, and I was like,
Mm,
I'm like, I connected into Persephone's like energy
that's
like
so
massively. It was
cool.
just like so
Yeah.
cool.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
but yeah, so I joke sometimes that I'm like, oh, I'm allergic to pomegranates, so I'm like people trying to trap me in this world. Here I am.
I love that.
Yeah, it's just a bit
That's
like,
so good.
I don't know, but it's
Wow.
yeah, I've just always I agree with you with like her energy as well. I feel like it's because she's got like Queen of Underworld energy. She's
Mm,
still like she's nurturing, like you said, and
mm,
even how you like hinted this is that she's got like a it's not even a hardness, but it's just like a
mm.
it's just like this is what it is. Like it's got like this
Yeah.
real like full stop energy. Do you
Yeah.
get you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
like
totally.
I know it sounds weird how I'm explaining it, but
No, I totally
yeah.
get it. And I
Yeah.
feel like there's also like this like almost like playful energy as well that's like
Yeah.
in the background, like occasionally you'll like slip out and you're like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And
Mm,
I really did feel even that little bit of playfulness that you're talking about, like when I was in that regression, like walking and touching play, it was like I was just like da, da,
mm.
da, like almost a little bit not fully frolic energy, but like every now and then there was like a little bit of it. So
I love
yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it was
So with like
awesome.
with the anaphylaxis, like what
Mm,
have you like dived into that like in other, I guess in the energetic side of it and stuff like that?
mm. Yeah, so it's funny because technically if I have that with pomegranate, I shouldn't be able to eat a bunch of other foods.
Yeah,
But
true.
I can.
Mm,
So like whether it's like strawberries, kiwi fruits, like a whole bunch of things like that, like it's fine.
mm,
But yeah, it's really interesting, I think, because the symbolism of pomegranate is connected into new beginnings and it's like ending transformation and new
interesting.
beginnings. So it's like, and it's so interesting because when I went like with my astrology chart, I've got so much pattern and transformation like skill set. So it's like
Yeah,
it's
that's
kind of like, I don't know, it's almost like I'm like, I don't need a fruit. You know, I don't need the fruit to do that. I could do it. It's okay. But
yeah.
yeah, I did do like a whole the way that I even found out was kind of crazy. Like
Yeah.
I still don't even know what the actual fruit tastes like. Could not even
Wow.
tell you.
Oh my
I had
God.
like it as a extract by
Wow.
accident. It was like in a juice.
Mm.
And yeah, I was like, my tongue is going is
Oh
going,
my
I was like, my
God.
tongue's going funny. And then I was like, okay, this is bad.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I turned to like, it was
Wow.
really lucky. I was where I was working at the time. And we were like two levels up from a doctor's
Oh
surgery.
my God.
And so I just like, in hindsight, I really should have just signaled to someone else, but I'm quite independent. So I was
I'd
like,
get
I've
it.
got this. I'm like, oh God, this
I
I'll
will
save my own life.
survive.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I was like, I'll save my own life. It's fine. So I went down to yeah, I literally was like couldn't breathe. I was like typing the
Oh my
message on my
God.
phone to be like, help, I can't breathe. And like I've hit the elevator to like gone down and I've just like showed them the thing. And by then like my whole throat, everything was like you couldn't see a lot
Whoa.
on like the glands yet, but I just couldn't, my tongue was, oh my God, it was bad. I couldn't
Oh
breathe.
my, that's terrifying.
Yeah, yeah. So they gave
That's
me
so
an
terrifying.
EpiPen. It's like meanwhile everyone at work like no idea that I like where I'd gone.
Oh my God.
I just like I'm like I gotta go save my life. Like
I'm busy.
yeah,
Oh my
exactly. I was like
God.
bye. So
That's
yeah,
wild.
yeah. And I thought so over the years I'm like, oh maybe I can be like, I can like connect to the energy and I can move through it and I'll like get
Mm,
better, like I'll heal
mm,
around that. But yeah, and this is where it's like the Persephone thing's connected because it's like it doesn't matter how many healings, doesn't matter what I've done. It's like
mm.
it just like even if there was like a little bit in an ice cream, and I was like, I'll just give it a go.
Oh
No,
my God.
like, no,
That's
because I was like, there's
wild.
only a tiny bit. I was like, I can like gradually,
Yeah.
no, no. My husband's put his foot down now. He's like, no, we're not doing it. Because the next time I was like, the next time we could do it, but I'll just like do it outside the hospital. He's like, no.
I'll do it with the EpiPen in my hand.
Yeah, I was like, I have an EpiPen. I'll be outside the hospital. It's like, it's fine.
Oh
But
my God.
yeah, he's like, no, I don't think that. I mean, to be fair, the doctor also, not that I'm massive on Western medicine, but the doctor's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, okay.
Oh my
So
God.
here
So
I am. Yeah,
then
Turkey was really hard because pomegranate is everywhere.
true. Oh,
Yeah,
that's hectic. Did you
yeah,
have to like read
everywhere.
ingredients and stuff? Or like how
Oh,
does that
yeah.
work?
I had to use like the Google Translate app like constantly.
Oh,
And then like say like, please don't give me pomegranate, I'll die.
yeah, no pressure, but you know.
Yeah, I know. They're like, oh, okay. They were really lovely. Like they were well, but like they were so nice. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was because they use like pomegranate oil, pomegranate
Oh my
molasses, pomegranate.
God.
They honestly they use it in
Oh
everything.
my God.
Like, oh my
That's
God.
full on.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's like, why have you gone to Turkey so many times when it's gone so like I'm like, I like it there. It's nice.
That's so good that you have that like just like energy about it though. Like so funny story. I am
Mm.
anaphylactic as well.
Oh, really? What
Yeah.
with?
So red
What are you
meat,
anaphylactic with?
red meat.
Oh, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't eat meat anyway, but
Yeah, I don't either. So I'm like,
yeah,
oh no.
yeah, yeah.
But like
Yeah, you're like,
it's
oh no, what a loss. Yeah.
yeah. But like it's just
Yeah.
like it's annoying because it's like
Yeah.
oh it it's like it's in everything once you like dive into that like rabbit hole of like ingredients you're like oh
Mhm,
my fucking
mhm.
God,
Yeah,
animals
no,
are in everything.
it's crazy. Like
Yeah,
it's wild. You're like, what?
yeah,
Why?
yeah, so I wasn't being
Yeah.
like an asshole joking about the EpiPen because I
No,
do as well.
no. Yeah, no, it's totally fine. I feel like yours would be, especially in Australia, I feel like it's harder, right? Like
It
having
is
that kind of,
like it is, but like I've figured out how to navigate
yeah,
life
yeah,
with, and it
yeah,
wasn't too
yeah.
different beforehand because like I was basically plant-based anyway.
Yeah, so that's
I
like easier.
yeah, I
Yeah.
like accidentally went through the phase of being like, oh, everyone's doing the what is it, like the carnivore diet, and I was like, oh, and
Yeah,
they're getting so fit and so
yeah,
well,
yeah.
like I should try it, and I
Oh
tried
God.
it.
Oh God, how did that go?
So I get like anaphylaxis in the stomach, like the GI one.
Oh yeah.
But like I'm like so stubborn. Like I'm probably hands down the most stubborn person ever. So I was like,
But I
oh,
was like, do you have Taurus energy?
surprisingly, I don't. Just
Oh
stubborn.
my
Just,
God. Like that Scorpio. Oh my God, that is so funny.
I know.
Well,
Um no, like I'm a Cancer, Gemini moon, like
yeah.
Virgo. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, like the GI pain is like equivalent to like labor pain. But
Mm,
I'm like, no, it's like I'm not going to a doctor about this. Like,
no.
nah, I can deal with this. Like, just
Yeah,
like everyone fuck off and like leave me in
yeah,
the bedroom for like 10 years.
yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile, like nearly died so many
Oh
times.
no.
It's
Yeah, I
just
was gonna
like
say, oh, so bad.
just so
Yeah, there's
silly.
nothing worse than like pains like that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Oh, well, I couldn't even imagine like with the throat. Like that is like my worst
yeah.
nightmare.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, like, because I've had the anaphylaxis with my throat, like your tongue, like
Mm,
more like multiple times now.
mm,
And I would go calm. But when we were in Crete, one of the Greek islands,
mm.
I was like went to eat this like it's like a spinach pie thing that my husband made. And I've like
Yeah.
gone to eat it. And I don't even know what happened, but I somehow inhaled like pastry stuff and it just like got stuck in my throat.
Oh.
I've never had like it's so weird, right? Because it's like I've had my tongue swell up and everything, but I
Mm.
think I was like more calm, yeah, way calmer in those situations because it's almost like I'm still in charge of my body, if that makes sense. But like
Yeah.
when it was like I'm choking because I have something stuck, I was like,
Mm.
I have something in my body, it needs to get out, I can't get it
Yeah.
out, I'm freaking out now. And like luckily like my husband actually saved my life. Like it was bad.
Oh
Like
my
I couldn't
God.
yeah, I could barely talk like the next like couple of days. It was like
Oh my God.
it was so bad.
Oh,
And
it's
he's just
hectic.
like I'm just lucky he's done a lot of he's a jujitsu instructor, so he's done like heaps of first aid stuff. So he was
So
just like,
convenient.
yeah, oh, I know. I know. People are laughing. They're lucky you have him, man, because you're so accident prone. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're the same, but I think it's because I spend so much time like up around here that then I have to ground into my body and then I'm like, oh, buddy.
Yeah, like what do you do with this?
Yeah, I somehow get clumsy and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. I do
Yeah.
all the time. It's like
Okay.
you like forget to eat properly and then you like choke on something or you're like you're like, oh, like this is like I'm moving
Yeah.
too quickly in my body.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, oh, I need to like similar to you, like I'm a Gemini sun, but I've got my moon in Taurus and my rising is Capricorn. But
Oh, interesting.
it's I've got a lot of fifth house. Like I've got stelliums in fifth house. So I've got like a lot of air, like creative
Yeah.
energy. So I'm just like,
I do too.
yeah, I'm like, oh my God,
Mm.
I just, yeah, so it's really lucky that he's around.
Mm.
I'm like, I'm just constantly doing something. I like when we were in
Mm.
Tokyo, I went to get into the bus and I just wasn't paying attention and I dislocated I like popped my shoulder out. I'm hypermobile. So I was like, it
Oh,
popped my
me
shoulder
too.
out and I'm like, oh God. And he's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, just give me a second.
Oh,
He's like, so we need to go to the hospital. He's like, let me feel. I'm like, don't touch it.
oh,
Like, don't.
oh my God.
It was
That's
hectic.
wild.
Yeah, yeah. It
That's
was fine with
hectic.
like I just did a healing on it and stuff. It was fine within like a couple of days or
Oh
whatever.
my
But
God.
I'm like, why? Why do I do?
Oh.
He's like, how the fuck did you do that? I'm like, I don't know.
Was
It's
he
like,
like, how are you still alive?
yeah, pretty
Like
much.
some days it's like, what?
Yeah. Oh, it was like we're talking about how he's still alive. So I've had like so many near-death experiences. It's fucking crazy. So like when I was 5, I nearly drowned. Like, well, I
Oh
shouldn't
my
say I nearly
God.
drowned. I drowned. I had to get brought back to life. Like I literally was like
Oh,
standing, looking at my body and like,
really?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Wow.
it was like I had that. And I remember like as a kid, I was like 5 years old, just standing there, like I had my angel and I'm like looking at my dad like resuscitate
Oh
me.
my
And
God.
I'm just like, but the thing is, I'm just like, hmm. This is nice. And then my angel was like, okay, darling, you need to go back. And I was like, do I? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So then I had to do like this other
Wow.
healing. I had that. And then I had to do this healing around me coming back into like knowing that it's safe to be in my body, that I'm not going to get hurt. Because when I've then come back into my body, all I've
Yeah.
had is pain. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? So I was like,
totally.
yeah, so it like created this thing and I was like, oh, fuck. Now, like,
Wow.
so then I would like spend more time up here, not so much in my body. And like, I mean, I
Yeah.
danced professionally and everything, but it was like, I don't know, it just took me like ages to do that.
Mm.
And yeah, and I fractured my neck
Oh my
horse
God.
riding. Like, yeah, I've like honestly, if
Oh
there's
my
like
God.
anybody that is accident prone and like I actually think back, I'm like, I probably should have broken my neck. Like,
Mm.
but I just got like just a fracture.
Literally, like, I feel like this is the mirroring for us.
Yeah, really? You've been the same? Oh, that's
The
great. Oh my
amount
God,
of
tell me.
the amount of times I've nearly died as well.
Yeah,
And
this
then
is
like
great.
literally this year, like the most embarrassing, hilarious thing I think I've ever done.
Mhm.
So I've got three kids, and the oldest, she's in that phase of just like everything's And so I was like, oh, just go on the trampoline, jump, like try and get outside, like do some
Yeah,
outside stuff. And
yeah.
so she's on the trampoline and then she like lays down. She's like, ugh. And I'm like, oh my God. So I got in there. I haven't been on the trampoline since I was like, like a
Yeah.
kid. And
Oh,
I'm like, oh, there's this trick that I used to do.
oh
It was
God.
literally, yeah, we went there. When you'd fall back and then you'd like bounce up.
That's it. Yeah.
I did that and I forgot to tuck my head in
Oh no.
like a
Yeah.
dickhead. And
Yeah.
I actually like caused whiplash
Yeah.
and something else. What was it? A concussion.
Oh God.
Just
Oh my
like
gosh.
yeah, and like the next couple of weeks, I was like, oh my God, this is like to explain this to people. Just like, oh, I just got a concussion from the, jumping on the trampoline. Like,
So that has happened this. I feel like it's better having like something obscure like that though, rather than like, because I always think of, the people like, oh, I got out of bed and like this went wrong. So I'm like,
mm.
well, I suppose at least it's a better story than that.
True.
You know, how many people can say that they got whiplash from a trampoline?
True.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
mine was horse riding. So I feel
Oh.
like that's kind of basic, you know.
Yeah, but I get it.
But
Like it's hectic.
yeah, I have been on horses since then, but yeah, it was a while. Like I love horses, so I was like, oh,
Mm.
I'm like it's okay, but yeah, we just we were just yeah, we were just galloping. We were in another country. We were in Rarotonga. We were
Oh my
galloping up.
God.
Like I could feel like the horse Mary. Remember her name? Remember everything about her. She's like, oh, she was getting like antsy, like I could feel it. And I
Mm.
said to the guys, like, oh, do you have like, calm words? Like, she just needs to be soothed a little bit. I can feel she's starting to get agitated. And he's like, oh
Yeah.
no, she's fine. Just slaps her rump.
Oh my gosh.
So we're galloping up the beach, and I was like, okay, well, this is what we're doing now. Which was fine for like, I don't know, was I like easily nearly 400, 500 meters? Like it was okay. And then she just decided, she's like, I don't want you on my back anymore. So she's bucked twice. I stayed on, and then she did the pig like with her back legs. And when she did her back legs, I just wasn't expecting her to throw her back legs up. And so as soon
Yeah.
as she did that, I just went straight over.
Oh my God, that's so full on.
I know, but it's like it's so interesting because I was like, I remember just there being like mermaid energy there at the time as well. And so if like
Mm.
I've sprung back up, I'm pretty sure I would have definitely knocked myself out, but I don't remember. And then I got back
Mm.
up and I was like, holy crap. And it was Shell Beach, so I was cut up.
Oh my God.
It was so, I just got blood coming out. I was like, oh God. And I walked in, the guy's like, oh, are you okay? Like, I was like, I think I'm fine. Like, I don't know. And then it took me like, he goes, oh, do you want to ride a motorbike back? I'm like, I don't know how to ride a motorbike. So I was like, it's fine, I'll ride a horseback. So we rode a horseback. It would have been easy, like a good fair few Ks. Like it was about a 45-minute ride
Oh my
back.
God.
And then, but it took me 10, 15 minutes to catch her again to then get on.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
it was honestly a circus. It was like,
That is
it was
hectic
so funny.
as.
I'm like, thank God I had, well, I always have travel insurance, but ended up, I was like, oh, it's just a bit sore. It's okay. Like, of course I'm going to
Oh,
be sore. It's tender. I don't want anyone to touch it. So then we
yeah.
flew back to Australia, and it was like a month. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's still a bit sore, but like it's fine. And then someone said something at work, they called my name, and I turned and like I just lost feeling.
Oh my
And I
God.
was like, oh, I'm like, this might be a bit worse than what I thought. And I said to my friend, I was like, can you call an ambulance? And she's like, and she's like, what? I'm like, I can't feel my legs and arms. And I was like, can you call an ambulance? And she's like, yeah, okay, Lexi. And I'm like, no, seriously. She's like, why are you so fucking calm? What's going on? And I was like, I'm just, and I'm like, this is just what I'm dealing with right now. She's like, what the
Oh my
fuck? She was like,
God.
yeah, it was kind of funny. But I was like,
That's
so I didn't
wild.
know. I didn't realize that it was like fracture. I
Yeah.
was just like,
Yeah. It's crazy. Like in those moments, you're just like,
yeah,
it hurts a little bit, but like whatever. And then it's
yeah.
like,
And I feel like it's such a thing for women, right? Like you're just
yeah,
like, oh, it
yeah,
hurts. You're like, it hurts a bit, but you're like, no. And then because
yeah,
we have that, I can't remember what it's called, that part in our brain that literally tells you that you're like, you're actually okay. Like the
yeah,
day before childbirth.
yeah,
Like, you're
yeah,
okay, you're safe, you're gonna be
yeah,
fine. It's like I
yeah,
think sometimes that comes in and you're like, no, I really don't need you right now.
yeah. I'm an independent woman.
I don't need you to tell me it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's hectic as.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was like 2 days. I had they were like, so Spirit was like, no, you're not getting because they want to do surgery. And the
Oh,
Spirit's like, no, I'm not doing surgery.
yeah,
And I was like,
that's
okay.
so
So I
lucky.
just said no. And they obviously, I got, yeah, it was like, you don't understand like what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
And then, yeah, within 2 days, it like, the feelings, like things started coming back. So I was like, huh, lucky I didn't have surgery.
so good.
I don't know. I was like, thanks. I was like, you're the real
Yeah,
MVP.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah. So it was
It's
awesome.
Yeah, it's interesting, like with like the near-death experiences and like
Hmm.
I feel like there's a definite type of person like that like I definitely fall into this category. I don't know if you do, but
Mm-hmm.
like when I used to have seizures as a kid and then like
Hmm.
there was, like times where like I'd go blue and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then, through births, like yeah, hemorrhaged and like felt like I was going out of my
Mm.
body and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
it just feels like I could go on, there's like a massive list,
Yeah.
but I just feel like there's like some of us that are like, nah, this is fucking too much, don't want to be here, like it's too
Hmm.
dense, it's too
Hmm.
much sorrow and pain and like our
Hmm.
souls want to leave. Do you
Yeah.
feel that?
Yeah. They had like, yeah, I do totally understand. So I don't know how you feel about psychedelics, but I
Yeah.
had with ayahuasca, okay. I'm like, if you're okay.
Yeah,
It's all right.
totally.
Yeah, I used to always say, I didn't sign up for this. I was like, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. I'm like,
Yeah.
this hurts. And especially when you're so sensitive, it
Mm,
was like everything
mm.
hurts. Like
Yeah.
on not just physical, like emotional, like just everything was hurting. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like not
Mm.
for myself, but I was just like, oh, this is so hard.
Yeah.
And so I'd complain. Like
Yeah.
as I would.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember being like, so my husband and I we had DMT and I went to go up and they're like, no, you need to learn how to stay in your body.
Oh.
And I was like, do I? Do I really? And then like they went, oh no. So it was like this hand, it was like, no, you need to stay down this time. I was like, oh. And then I was just talking to the counselor and I like literally got there and I was bawling my eyes out. Like obviously I'm out of it, but my husband's like holding me and he just said
Yeah.
he's like, you were bawling. And I was
Oh,
like, just so like racking sobs. And I was like, oh my God. And I said to him, I was like, I didn't, like everything hurts. Like I didn't sign up for this. And no one of
yeah.
lied. She said, this is me to laugh. But like, you volunteered, Commander. And I was like, oh yeah, I did. And then as soon as I said that, I was like, you volunteered. I'm like, I did do that. Correct. And she's like, you were bawling, and then it was just like straight up, just like, no, then you're fine. He's
I
like,
totally get
okay.
that.
Yeah. So when you're saying that, I was like, yeah, 100%. It's like,
Mm.
it's definitely so many layers and then navigating those layers. And then sometimes you're just like, oh. And I think when you're like when you're more sensitive and high vibrational as well, it's like it's to me, it's easy, and I feel like you're similar. It's easy for me
Mm.
to be like out of my body
Yeah,
more than it
totally.
is to be in. And it's like I've had DMT, even ayahuasca, they're like, you need to be in your body. I'm like, stop telling me what to do.
Honestly, like the amount of times I've heard that as well for me,
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
totally get it. And then like you go through like, because I do like a lot of past life regression work.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
journeying into my own past lives and stuff.
Hmm.
Um, I've had so many experiences where I'm like, oh, that's right, I signed up to do this and I volunteered, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, shit, all right,
Yeah.
yep, let's get back to it then.
Yeah, you're like, damn it. I
Yeah.
know as soon as they said that to me, I think like yeah, just going, no, you volunteered. I was like, correct. Yeah, 100% correct. That is exactly what I did. So I was like, okay, that just, and it sounds weird, but it's like, it's totally pivoted me as well. I mean, like beforehand, I was like, oh, well, say like, I have my soul contract. Yeah, I did the blah, blah, blah. But it was like, it's almost like I was reasoning or convincing myself. And then as soon as they said that, it was like the knowing kicked in. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I was like, damn
Mm.
it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so
my human side
interesting.
is still going to complain,
Yeah,
but
it's not gonna stop.
yeah, it's not. It's still going to
Totally.
brand. Still going to be like, why?
Totally.
But here we are. So,
Yeah. What I forgot to mention earlier before we got onto the
mm,
call, I
yeah.
had like I get this rash when I get like high intense energy coming through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, like it's like but
Yeah.
I had like this intense ringing as well before we did the call. It was kind of like we were like connecting
Yeah.
in that sense.
Yeah.
But like I was curious, do
Mhm.
you feel like a lot of air signs, like if you've got like a lot of air in your chart, like that you are
Mm,
like, like
mm.
doing the work? Like,
Oh my God. So I love that you asked this question because my opinion on this is that so air is in, obviously we've got the elements, but it's like air is in every other element,
true.
right? So
Mm.
people, I feel like, I mean, obviously I'm a Gemini, so it's like,
Yeah.
but I mean, I've got Libra and yeah, but I
Mm.
feel like sometimes air signs, like if you've got air signs, they're not really given the respect that they probably deserve in the sense of how much information you pick up through air and how much you
Mm.
actually understand in other people because like I said, air is in everything. So
Yeah,
you've got
true.
like, so my opinion on this is just like, yeah, you even if you are more air signs, like you're going to have at times, depending on where you are in your journey, but as a general rule, like you're going to have a deeper understanding or a deeper connection
Mm.
into people and
Yeah.
into information because information is obviously transmitted through through protons, like or like
Yeah,
it's
true.
constantly transferred through oxygen. So it's like
Mm.
I know if you've had this as well, but like I know when I connect in with like fairy energy and like I channel fairies and that kind of stuff, fairies are air and it's like everything is fast and quick and super
Yeah.
duper. Like it's just like here's all of the information and you're just like holy crap. So
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, and I even feel like with the Akashic Records, like it's got a lot of air, like you know, it's got a lot of air energy.
Mm.
And I think it also
Yeah.
ties into the planes, like where, you've got your body, your physical, like all of those planes, and you're going into the mental plane. It's like the mental plane's still sitting
Mm.
slightly, like obviously all the planes are all on the same level, but it's like the mental
Yeah.
plane is, I feel like a little closer to some of the
Yeah.
spiritual ones because it's just like in so many things.
Yeah. That makes so much
Yeah.
sense. I totally resonate with that. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
that is so exactly spot on, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, that's what I've found even like
Mm.
teaching because I mean I've taught like intuition development like I used to teach well still do because I run a school but
Mm.
it's like when I'm working with air signs nearly all of them are claircognizant
Mm.
like all of them have knowing like, I mean, everybody
Yeah.
has knowing anyway, but I mean, like,
Mm.
they've got a higher level of awareness of their knowing,
Mm.
like, of their knowing sense than what most people do,
Yeah. Yeah,
you know?
true. Yeah,
And it's
totally.
like, yeah, and I mean, sometimes maybe not so much with the like your feelings, like clairsentience or clairempathy, like that
Yeah.
kind of can
Yeah.
do, but definitely claircognizance and
Mm.
like I know for me, like claircognizance and clairempathy and that, like you know, they're just like there. But
Mm.
I had to work more on my clairempathy than I did my like claircognizance is just like it's
Yeah,
always been there,
true.
and I feel like you're probably similar.
I'm like a mixture because
Yeah.
I'm basically like equal. Like I've
Mm.
got more air in my entire chart, but like then I'm water. So I'm
Yeah.
like I'm just like a bit of both. Like
Mm.
I'm basically just
Yeah.
like completely unhinged, but you know,
Yeah.
emotionally unhinged.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, I've just got a balance of this mental
Yeah.
and emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I think it's yeah, I think with me, because I really love numerology, but I mean
Mm,
like Pythagorean numerology where you do like your planes
mm.
of expression and like everything like that. Like
Interesting.
I've gone like
Yeah.
down the
Oh,
rabbit
I
hole
love
there.
that.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and like even when I meet, like if I meet or like connect and teach and work with people, whether like they're 11 energy, it's like,
Mm,
well, they've got 11 in any place
mm,
or three. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay, you're going to have, I mean, everyone has psychic abilities and has intuition anyway, but it's like there's some people that have more of an awareness of those things. And
mm.
there's
Yeah,
definitely like, yeah, like yourself,
totally.
it's like you've got more awareness of your emotions and like the emotional plane and the mental plane. So it's like
Mm,
you're accessing 2 points to
yeah.
the information, you know. Yeah, which is
Yeah.
cool. Like that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Mine's touch. Like anytime, I think this is another. I don't. I'm guessing you would have similar thing. I have
Mm,
clairtendence where it's like like physical touch or like so where you feel things physically in your body that of whatever else is going on with other people. So
mm.
like funny story. I'm staying with a friend at the moment,
Yeah.
and she has a cat. Anyway, I've woken up. And I was like, oh my God, my shoulder. And I was like, wait, I'm like, that's Shane's. Like, it's my husband. I was like, okay, that's my husband. So like, it's not mine. And then I've got up and I'm like, oh my gosh, my back. I was like, oh, what the fuck is going on with my lower back? And
Yeah.
I've walked out and I said to Tony, I was like, is your lower back sore? And she's like, oh my God, it's so sore. I was like, okay, great. And then no word of a lie, I turn and then my leg starts hurting. And I'm like, what the fuck is with my leg? And then it's like, it's her cat. Her cat has stomach. Like, are you kidding me?
Oh my God, that's so
I
funny.
was like, I don't need it. I'm like, I've got enough. Like I've got
Yeah.
enough going on. I don't
Yeah.
need to pick up this.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was not
totally.
fun. Not a fun time.
Oh, I totally get that. And like with the like before I lose it, because I feel like you'd
Yeah.
get this too. Being a Gemini, it's like in
Mhm.
your brain. You're like, oh, I got
Mhm.
to catch this one before it
Yes.
disappears.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the numerology,
Yeah.
what are you? What's your like life path?
So I'm a 3811 too. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So an 11 and 2. Yeah. What about
Yeah,
you?
true. I don't remember all of mine.
That's okay.
But
Wait,
like
I'm
I
like,
know.
what's your birthday?
Okay.
I have to do this. I'm sorry. I
That's
can't
okay.
because it's the whole sequence. It's not just like
Yeah,
if you just look at the end number, it's like, yeah, but the combination of how you get there is very different. Like a 25/7
true.
is different to a 34/7. Like so
True.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, I'm 16th of July, 93.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did it like
36/9.
I'm a what, sorry?
You're a 36/9.
What's a 36 nine? I know what a nine is, but what's a 36?
Yeah, so a 36/9 means it's like so especially cycles, like you're really big on cycle, and it makes so much sense you reckon with Persephone because nine's like transformational cyclical energy.
Yeah, true.
But 369 is like all of your emotion numbers. Like,
Okay, cool.
so it's like like a 45/9, you're like a 36/9. It's like I know I've got the three. You're like I'm gonna collect all of the emotions along the way.
Yeah.
But it makes sense too because it's like, yeah, like three is, communication and creativity and
Mm,
yeah, like child, like playfulness, you know what I mean? And then 6 is like mother and nurturing and like
true.
healing and teaching. And then
Yeah.
you've got, so that's what I mean, the combination of the 9 that you like, the type of
Mm,
transformational work that you do is going to
yeah.
be like, because 3 is still a psychic abilities number. So it's like with those, it's
Mm,
like, well, you're going to channel to help people around like health or help people to work on even ancestral stuff or part things from the past. Like all that kind of
interesting.
stuff is like
Yeah.
in your sequence.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so then you have like because most people will just go, oh, it's just the end number, but it's like
Yeah.
no, it's like how it's made up.
Yeah, I
Which
love
I'm kind
that.
of more interested in because I'm just like,
Yeah.
what's underneath? I always I think you're
Mm.
saying I'm like, I want to dig into this.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, we
love
spoke about
digging.
this. Let's go here.
Yeah,
So
totally.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, you just, like your heart, your personality numbers, your destiny number, your maturity
Mm.
number that kicks in when you like turn 36, like
Mm.
your karmic lessons if you have any, your planes of expressions, then you have
Yeah,
essence
cool.
years, like you have like so I actually
So
have
good.
a thing on our calendar where I track our like what days
I
my
love
husband and I are on. It's literally just like
so
in our
good.
family calendar, it pops up. He's just like, oh my God. It's like every time it lets him know what day he's on and what day I'm on.
I love
Because it's
that.
like, it makes such a big difference. It's like, oh, I
Mm.
know that like if I've got a 5 day or whatever coming up, I'm like, okay, it's probably there's gonna be something that's gonna be change. Oh, I might make some progress. It's probably gonna be disruptive. Like, I was like, oh, I've got some travel. Like it's going to be connected into something like that. Like it's going to be
Mm.
outside the box of 4. Whereas like, and then it also
Yeah.
depends on what your relationships are with those archetypal energies as well, which
Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
So I've
That's
gone
so
like,
cool.
I love numerology. I like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I've
cool
done some
stuff.
pretty like workshops on it and stuff, but like, because
Mm.
I just think it's so, it's like cheat codes.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing the flower essences
Oh,
practitioner
yeah.
course. Yeah, and
Yeah, that's amazing.
yeah, Ian White, he
Oh,
was
yeah.
speaking, yeah, he was
Yeah,
speaking
yeah.
about how he's done a diploma in numerology. I was like, you can
Hmm.
do that? Like, it is
Hmm.
insane. Like the
It's
depth
honestly
is
like a uni
obviously
degree. Yeah, it honestly is
it's
like a uni degree. It is it's like similar to astrology though, right? Like people go, oh, astrology.
mm,
It's like, no, like if you're actually a proper astrologist and a proper numerologist, it's like you've
mm,
probably spent like years and years,
yeah,
like maybe 8 to 10 years easy, like just
totally,
studying and learning about it.
totally.
Yeah, it's a lot. But I don't know
Yeah.
if you have this, because you've got like a bit more air energy, but like
Yeah.
I find that I learn stuff really quickly.
Mm, yeah.
And I have trouble sometimes, like if I'm like, okay, I want to learn something, and I'm like, this is so slow.
Yes, I
Do you?
totally get that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I'm like, why is this so slow? I'm
I
like,
know.
and my whole life, mom's like, Lexi, not everybody processes things like you. You have to be patient. And I'm like, ugh.
Don't have time for this.
Yeah, literally. I was like,
Yeah.
and actually, speaking of that, you would have the same thing, right? Where you're like, um, you just constantly feel like you don't have enough time. It's
Yeah.
like you're aware that you're like, oh my God, I don't have enough time. I'm going to run out of time. I think it's
Yeah.
just because you've like, okay, I've had some lifetimes. I'm an old soul. I know that I've got a limited amount of time to get
Yeah.
this shit done.
Yeah.
That's
And
how it
then,
feels to me.
yeah, same. And then,
Anyway,
like,
yeah,
on the physical level, I'm like, okay, I'm a mum. So I've got to, like, factor in everything into this little container. I'm like, I've
yeah,
got this amount of time. So let's do
yeah,
all of it at the same time. And it's
yeah,
not going to work.
yeah. I know. Yeah. I definitely feel like as I've gotten older, I've gotten better at time management.
Mm,
But yeah, I feel like, sorry, this is an 11 thing, or like if you've got a lot of 1 in your chart in different places, you
mm,
like expand and collapse time. So it's like,
mm.
and you would have, I'm guessing you would have had this and know what I'm talking about. But it's like when you'll be like, oh my God, I'm running late or whatever. And then you like run and do things and you're like, the fuck, how's it only been like 4 minutes?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you've like done all these things that would normally take you like 10, 15 minutes. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, stuff like that. So it'll be like, oh, like expand and collapse time. So anytime I'm running
Yeah.
late, I'm just like, okay, let's just expand time. We need to just expand it
That's
and
awesome.
collapse it. Well, I was just like, it doesn't work like that. I was like, it 100% works like that.
Oh, that's
He's
so
like waiting for me. He's like,
funny.
I'm like, it does work like that. But yeah, like, like your little ninja moments, like, when something happens,
Yeah.
then you're just like, it's like time slows down.
Yeah,
And
it
like watching
totally
it in,
does.
you're like literally watching it in like
Yeah.
slow-mo.
Yeah.
Like,
And you're also
yeah.
like kind of out of your body a little bit. And you're like, ooh.
Yeah, you're like observing it. You're like,
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like those dreams that you have where you're like out of your body in the dream. So
Mm.
you're not a body, you're just like
Yeah, you're just observing.
energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You don't even know. You're just like, I'm aware of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
I'm some kind of vapor.
Yeah. Totally.
Just floating around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
This is
love it.
making a lot of sense why I get told to be in my body more.
Yeah.
Same with you.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my God, that's great.
Do you have you looked into your human design?
Yeah,
What are
yeah.
you?
I'm a many gen
Oh,
at the moment.
interesting.
And my profile, I'm a 5-1 profile.
Interesting.
Yeah, what are you?
I'm a projector. I'm
Oh,
a
cool.
I've forgotten the number now. But
That's okay.
it's basically the same as exactly what you described in the numerology. It's just like
Oh,
I have to go through the cycles to gain the
yep, yep,
things
the gaming.
and then
Yep,
teach the things.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think mine's like, oh, this is the vision, I teach this, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done with that. I'm moving on. And everyone else is like, what are we doing? And I'm like, that's totally my mini gen.
I
It's
love
funny
that.
because my husband's a mini gen, but like complete
Interesting.
different mini gen to me. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I've got like all my so I've got all closed centers except my root chakra.
Really? Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
And so I think
wild.
that's why I feel everything so fucking crazy through like my
Yeah.
body. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally.
I'm like, oh, I was talking to a friend who does human design, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, can you just explain it to me? Like, this is what I'm feeling and thinking. And she's like, yeah. She's just like, yeah, no, that's intense. She's like, you're pretty much screwed. I was like, thanks. Like you're definitely going to
Oh,
feel everything physically. I was like, I know. I'm
yeah.
like, because she's like, because that's the only open center you have. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
And you take on a lot of other things from other people too.
yeah. Through that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it was, yeah, probably the
Yeah.
craziest. Well, I had a brain aneurysm,
Oh my God.
and yeah, I don't feel like this comes as a shock at this point.
Yeah, I know.
But I was walking up my hallway, and then Spirit was like, "Oh, you're like they're like, oh, you're having a brain aneurysm." I didn't have any pain at that point. They're like, "You're having a brain
Wow.
aneurysm," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?" I
Are
was
you
like,
sure?
"Yeah." I'm like, kind of feeling all right now."
Oh
Like,
my God.
and then I got and my head started to hurt, and I was like, "Oh no, it's just like." I think just like that's so wild. That's such a wild thing to have like drop in. Do you know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, totally.
I'm just like, okay, okay. And then I walked back in to my husband. I was like, oh, it's so weird. Like, Spirit just said, like, having a brain aneurysm. And he's like, what the fuck? And he's like, we're going to the hospital. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know. And he's like, no, babe, like, look at what you do for work. He's like, we're going to the hospital. I was like, okay. So,
Wow.
yeah, I literally had like fluid then coming out, like, the pain in my, like, once the pain kicked in, I was like, oh, yeah, no, yeah,
Holy
believe
sh
you. Yeah. But it was like, yeah, it was horrible. I was like, oh my
Oh
God.
my
And I
God.
remember I was laying there and I was doing like that, that quantum code from the Gateway project from the CIFLs where it's like the 55515. So I was like
Mm,
doing that and I was like, okay, 55515. And
yeah.
then Spirit's like, here, use yellow and maroon for the and I was like, fuck off.
Oh my God.
Sorry. I know people will probably listen to this and be like, wow, she's ungrateful.
No, I
I was
totally
in
get
so
that.
much pain. And I was just
Oh my
like,
God.
I'm like, you want me to use yellow and maroon? I was like, I cannot even fucking think right now.
Yeah.
The pain
Shit.
was so intense. I was like, I
Oh
can't
my
even think.
God.
And you want me to imagine yellow and maroon? I'm like, you're off your head.
Oh my God. What happened?
It
Like, what
was
happened in the
so
end?
cute. And yeah, so well, funny story. So I was like, ended up doing some yellow and maroon. And then did actually listen to them. And then they actually were like, oh no, you don't have anything wrong with you. You're fine. Like it's just a cluster migraine or something. You've got to go. Like you can check out. And I was like,
Oh my God.
okay. I was like, just feels like it's worse than that.
Yeah.
Um, and anyway, so got on a plane and flew to Rockhampton um, with this, and then did like a seminar thing for jiu-jitsu. And then this was like the literally the night, sorry. So I had it like the night before my birthday. And then got back and like my head, I was like, oh yeah, no, like something's really bad.
Yeah.
And anyway, so then obviously caught up my holistic doctor and we got onto the hospital and like did a bunch of tests and then yeah, turns out like I'd had a small like minor bleed in my medulla oblongata and
Oh my
like
God.
they but what the fucking crazy part is, the reason I was telling this story is because when I was 11, when I was 11, my grandma passed away. Well, my grandma had a brain aneurysm when she was sleeping in the room with my sister and I in the exact same fucking spot. And
Oh
so
my
once
God.
when I was talking then to my mom, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, do you remember when she had it? And she was like, oh, I think it was a medulla or something. And I was like, oh my God. And then that's when I realized I was like, oh my
Oh,
God, it's not actually mine. So I think
yeah.
that's why it didn't actually like it hit me, but it wasn't as bad as what it would have been maybe like, or
Yeah.
is for other people. I mean,
Yeah.
mind you, like my uncle had had a brain aneurysm and he'd had surgery, like he had to get
Oh
some
my
of his
God.
thing removed, but and he survived, but it's like but yeah, I was just like, oh, this is crazy. I was like, I was trying to heal it, thinking like, oh, this is mine. I've got to heal it. And then once I
Yeah.
realized I was like, it's not mine, then I went back for a scan. It was fine. So I was like,
Oh
I
my
didn't have
God.
anything. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
That's so
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. It's like just because it's like all my root chakra is just like, oh yeah, I'll just like take everything, like
Yeah.
into my body. I was like, no,
Yeah.
thank you. But how wild is that? I was like 11 years old. I
Yeah.
was just like, it
Oh
was
my
connected into
God.
like me feeling a bit guilty as well because I'd like woken up when she was, my sister and I had woken up when she wasn't like well, and or
Yeah.
like she made some noises, and we're like, oh, what? And then went back to sleep, and so then I was like, oh God, it's been so long. Um,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. So I
That's
was like, oh,
wild.
as soon as I healed, like really realized that it healed. It was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So wild.
Definitely like pick up things.
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I just fucking holding on to that for like
Yeah.
20 something years? Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
So,
collect that. Thanks.
yeah. I'll add it to the
Yeah.
collection.
Yeah, yeah, why not? I was like, you know what? I haven't had enough of my own. Yeah. Yeah.
So like funny story too. Um
Mm.
when I when I was pregnant with my second daughter, I had a DVT,
Mhm.
but I was, as we know, I'm
Mhm.
stubborn. And I went
Yeah.
to the doctors and he's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's just, it's hormone, it's pregnancy pain and blah 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 I had like in my hip.
Oh,
And I was like, okay,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like you were like back then I didn't know any better. So I was like, yep,
Yeah, you're
okay.
gonna listen. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like this period of 1 week, I had like this is when I wasn't fully into my embodied into like my abilities and stuff. So like
Yeah.
spirit would speak and I'd just be
Yeah.
like, ugh, like like not listen.
Yeah.
And
Whatever. Yeah.
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 And that whole week it was like literally every day that a DVT would come
Mhm.
up in conversation or ads or TV.
Mhm.
And then it literally took until I was crawling on the floor until I go to the
Mm.
hospital. And then it was like if I hadn't have gone that day, like I would have died the next day. Like it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, I was gonna say it would have been so bad. Oh,
yeah, but like what what
Um,
happened was I only discovered this like maybe last year or the year before that like there's literally something running in the family on the left hip. And like,
yeah,
yeah,
okay.
like severe things that are very
Yeah.
similar. So I was just like, oh, well, fuck. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like this whole time you've been
yeah,
carrying that shit.
yeah. And we're like, let's take it to the next level here.
Yeah. Oh, that's full on. Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting, like, what, like,
Yeah.
what we carry, you know?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's like, and I mean, at the end of the day, it makes sense as well that like if you're 36, fine, it's like we're here to like transform or break cycles connected into six, which is connected into family or ancestral stuff and that kind of thing. But it's like,
Mm.
it's still like, damn it. Like you could, go without the extra pain.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Yeah. Oh God.
How
All
does
right.
things, how do things go in your relationship in the kind of work that you do? Like,
Yeah. The only reason I really have, I was gonna say the only reason, but the one probably the main reason I have my business is because of my husband.
mm,
He's very intuitive, but he's very supportive. So he's like, oh, you need to be doing this. You should be. And I was like, I was working in like mining construction and civil construction, and I
mm,
hated it.
yeah.
And I was like, I've been doing readings and stuff on the side for a long time. Like my mom's psychic, and so I kind of grew up in a family where like my dad would astral travel, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it
cool.
was that was
Yeah.
like normal.
Yeah.
But I didn't in saying that because it was like more hobbies. It's like I just never really saw it as like, oh, I can make money doing this. You know what I mean?
Mm, yeah.
But yeah, my husband's very supportive. He's very connected about like he's my guinea pig, or I shouldn't say my little crash test dummy.
Yeah, I love that.
Like anything that I channel, yeah, anything that I channel and I
Mm.
have, I'm like, hey, come here. I need to test this.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, which is good. But it's very interesting. Like, because I've been divorced before. I was
Mm,
married once before, and yeah, he wasn't very supportive or just wasn't very open in that way.
mm,
Um, and so I did really like go, oh, it doesn't matter, like,
yeah.
almost like pushed it aside a little. It's probably a bit similar, like energy in the sense of like what you said, how you're like, spirit was saying, you're like, oh, whatever. It's like
Yeah.
I kind of had that, right? Like in my, like 19, 20, 21 kind of years. And then I
Yeah.
was like, and yeah, I just felt so disconnected. I was like, okay, what am I doing? Like,
Mm,
then we got married at 22 and then like we literally broke up basically, I think while we were like I think 24, 25. I was then it was like
mm,
which is young. This is too young, but at the same time, I was very much so you say you're stubborn. I'm very much I think this is my moon Taurus, but I'm very much got this energy where I'm like, once I'm like, no, that's what I'm doing. It's like that's what I'm doing. Good
oh,
luck
yeah.
talking me out of it.
Totally get that.
Yeah. I'm like, this is what's happening. So I don't
Yeah.
know whether it's my Taurus or my Capricorn, but either way, yeah. And I was like, no. So I had this idea. I was like, no, I'm going to do this and blah blah blah. But
Mm,
yeah, it was just hard. I was literally like when we broke up, I was in the shower and I'd been just feeling like, I'm like, oh, is this relationship for me? What am I doing? Am I
mm,
happy? What's going on? Like, and I think a lot of women try and take responsibility for the well-being of the relationship.
mm,
Like, it's, oh, how well are we connected? How are we getting on? How are we communicating? And I was realizing I'm
mm.
like, I'm over functioning here. And then
Yeah.
through over functioning, I'm losing sight of myself, you know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
what lights me up or things like that.
Totally.
And so I was in the shower and this song Stupid Boy by Keith Urban came on the radio. And yeah, and it was like you can't bin sat in it was like it's like holding back the wind. It was like it's like these lyrics, and I was like,
Mm.
oh my fucking God. Like just in that moment I knew I was like, yeah, no, this relationship's done. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't truly be who I am and flourish like
Mm.
within this dynamic. And it's not that he was a bad person. It's just
Yeah.
like it just wasn't aligned with me. But because like that period of time, I just was like, no, 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 this is what I'm doing. It's like, you
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
the hard way. As I'm sure like a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But yeah, but
Totally.
in terms of like, sorry, I've gone like off and a little, this is my
No,
manager.
I
Do,
love
do,
it.
do.
Yeah.
But
All
okay,
for
cool. Yeah, but
it.
I like yeah, so like, when I met Shane, it was just like we just clicked. Like I honestly, it was that classic, like, saw across the room kind of thing at work. We were doing fundraising for World Wildlife Foundation
Yeah, cool.
and met him there. And I just looked across and I just was like, oh, like my soul, I was just like, oh, I know him. Like I'm like, I need to know him in this lifetime. Like
Mm.
I need to get to know him.
Mm.
And he said like we've spoken to like he had the same thing and it was like but it was kind of funny because I had a vision before like I before I'd met him of someone being like because I was asking I was like oh well who's this person that's going to like match my freak or like meet me or like allow me to like be who I need to be
Yeah.
um and Spirit's like gave me this vision of this guy, like I couldn't see his face or anything, but he like pulled out an apple and he's like, well, you know what they say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And I'm like, nobody says that. Anyway, he did. We were like working together at a booth thing and he pulled out the apple and said it and I was like, and I just like I'm like, I'm going to the toilet.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I love
Like he's like
that.
messaged me, he's like, are you okay? I was like gone for like 10 minutes. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, I'm like, this is the guy. I'm like trying to like contain myself to not be like a psycho. It's like he doesn't know what I was going. So he's messaged me going, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Hi, yeah, I'm good. I'll be back in a few minutes." He's like, "Okay." I got back. I'm like, "Hi." He's like, "Why are you being weird?" I was like, "Oh, it's embarrassing." So it'll be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Thanks for
Yeah.
having me.
Well, thanks so much for, yeah, coming. It's been
Cool.
awesome.